What's up, YouTube? My name is Talon, and today I'm here to give you guys my thoughts and an overall review of Joker, Folie, I Do, or Joker 2 for short. It wasn't it. This was a departure, and this was a miss for Todd Phillips. Todd Phillips is one of my favorite directors. He's made a few movies that I do really enjoy from him. Going into the first movie, I really didn't want a Joker origin story, and I gave it a chance back in 2018 just to see how it would go. And to my surprise, it ended up blowing me away, and I ended up really liking that movie. So after that first one, I felt like it didn't need a sequel. After I watched it, I wasn't like, oh, this movie needs a sequel, I need to know what happens next, because by the end of it, it was set up so perfectly to where you could see where Joker go, or where his story ends in the Joker movie to where it could go, and especially with including the Wayne family in there and all that. So you could really imagine in your head the next story for Joker going forward in the next 15-20 years down the line, especially with them including Bruce Wayne as a 12-year-old kid in the movie. But coming to Joker 2, it was just not it. It just felt so uninspiring, and it honestly, like, I was just so, at times I was really just bored with the movie. There were some scenes that I did like out of it, like a few of the court case scenes, and then while he was actually in Arkham, some of those scenes I did enjoy. But overall, this was a movie that I really didn't enjoy. And it's so disappointing because I didn't want a sequel, and when I heard that a sequel was being made, I was like, well, I'll go see it. I'll go support it. I did really like the first one. It might take a story route to surprise me. And then I heard that it was going to be a musical. Now, that was one of the things that had me turned away for a while. And then I finally just thought about it and was like, maybe it won't be so bad it being a musical. And now, I'm not a musical fan, or like a musical fan of like movie musicals, whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't sit up here and watch musicals, but even I can see how this probably was done on purpose. But Joaquin Phoenix, he's not a singer. And his singing was all right. Lady Gaga's was a little better, but it seemed like they were pushing on the note that Arthur Fleck and Lee, which is Harley Quinn, they weren't the best singers. Obviously they were just average people living in an average world, so they don't have these great singing voices. But it just seems like every musical scene that they had in it, it just took me out of the film. Now, it wasn't spread a bunch throughout the film. Like, they were there and here. Every now and then you would get a musical scene. But it just, like, every time they just started singing, it would take me out of the film. And I just really wasn't feeling that part of it. And then it was just like the whole movie, he was either in Arkham and then going on trial, and then towards the end, something happens in the courtroom. I'm giving out minor spoilers, but something happens in the courtroom to allow him to leave the courtroom, I would say. Him and Harley kind of just split up, And that's another thing. They weren't like, this wasn't really a Joker and Harley Quinn movie, because like there's times where they were together. I will give you that. But I would say for a majority of it, they were split apart. It wasn't one of those classic Joker and Harley Quinn movies that you would want. Joker, or Arthur Fleck, realizes who he really is / wants to be, and then that's kind of the end of the movie. And then he's back at Arkham the last we see him, and then it's over. And the movie just kind of ends in a way to where there's no more story to be told, and which is disappointing, because when you finish the first one, you can kind of predict where things will go. And then now, after the second one, it's just like, was he really even the Joker? And, or is he someone to inspire the real and true Joker? That's how I felt about this movie. And now, like I was just telling a buddy of mine, I don't know. I like Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. He is still one of my favorite Jokers, at number 2. But now, I don't know. I just feel like there's no debate between Heath Ledger being the best Joker. There's just no debate there anymore. And, you know, you can ask me, would I watch this movie again? It's going to be a definite no. I will not watch this movie again. One time was enough. I feel like this movie can definitely be missed in theaters. It's not going to make you want to see it again and again and again. If anything, I would say catch it on HBO Max in a few months or whatever. And you can ask me how I would rank this movie. It's probably going to be a 4.5 out of 10, and that's just giving it grace. I really didn't have the best experience with this movie. I would say the best experience I had with this movie was getting this My Hero Academia cup for next week. That was probably my best experience out of it. But other than that, I just wish they would have just kept the Joker as a standalone movie, and then gave Todd Phillips something else to do. Maybe an anthology series to where he does another origin story on Two-Face, or like some other grounded characters in the Batman mythos. But that's just always been my opinion. Definitely look forward to a review for some more movies that's coming out this month, like Terrifier, Venom 3, of course, My Hero Academia. I'll be doing a review on that. And then gaming, I'll be doing some gaming streams for the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero game. I'll be live streaming that. So come in, say hi, say what's up. And then, of course, just the normal stuff like I always have on the channel, like unboxings, reviews, you know, everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely come back for more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you guys did watch Joker, or if after this you don't want to see it. But definitely look into some of your reviewers that you stand in line with, and they normally like the same movies as you, and you know, really gauge before going to see this movie. Because I even called it for a $9 matinee, and even then I just wish I would have just stayed in bed. But that's all I have. Don't forget to like this video, comment your thoughts in the comments, and then subscribe, guys. See you later.